Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to NFT Live on the Web3 Network. Friday episode, sitting with the homies. Big shout out to everybody that's rolling in early. We've had a pretty great week here on the network, all things considered. A lot of growth that we saw, a lot of support that you guys doled out, and some big things happening over the course of the next month. So there's a lot of reasons to be energetic here, let alone that it's the end of the week, guys. We survived. Happy to be sitting here with you. Huda, Biggie, Gif.
GMs, fucking great to be here, man. Like I said just before we went live, I love the Friday shows, right? But like, it's been such a fun week for so many reasons. You know, fun to be a trader, fun to be in the spaces, an enjoyer. Just like, what a good time right now.
Fantastic. Biggie Poppins sitting on the beach.
Yes. Yes, we have kicked off the Friday vibes early today, sirs. And so let us, celebrate. Let us have a good time. I am here for it.
You're like 3 buttons deep on that too. That's those buttons are gonna come off as we're going.
Tuxedo, sir.
He's a full naked
Will not apologize. This is as closed as you'll see me. I'm not wearing anything under.
Gifted.
It kind of looks like a naked Cappy. I don't know. I can see it. You're trying to dress like your Cappy today. Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I like y'all are bringing the energy, which is good because I'm exhausted. It's been a long week, but I'm still stoked to be here with y'all. So GM OVOT, let's fucking go.
All right, we had a great Say What in the morning with the council and a ton of different projects, honestly, hopped up on stage, and we're talking about things that we're building within the Say ecosystem. A lot of updates that we'll get to on that side here later in the show. I did want to start off, though, before we get into anything crazy, before we get into even the disclaimers, because this isn't financial advice or anything like that. I have the greatest question of our time. When you go shopping, fellas, do you put back the shopping cart? And before you answer that, I want to just really relay this. The shopping cart is the ultimate litmus test for whether a person is self-governing. Yeah. To return the shopping cart is an easy, convenient task, and one which we all recognize as the correct, appropriate thing to do. Simultaneously, it's not illegal to abandon your shopping cart. Therefore, the shopping cart presents itself as the apex example whether a person will do what is right without being forced to do it. You must return the shopping cart out of the goodness of your own heart. You must return the shopping cart because it is the right thing to do, because it is correct. A person who is unable to do this is no better than an animal, an absolute savage who cannot be made to do what is right unless by threatening them with law and the force that stands behind it. The shopping cart is what determines whether a person is good or bad member of society.
Yeah. And this is facts. Like I know this to be true. And also, I mean, if you were going to ask us after reading all of that, I mean, how could you say, no, I don't return it? Obviously, everybody's going to say they do, but do they really? When nobody's looking, what do you actually do? That's the question. I definitely always do. Of course.
Have you ever not? Ever?
Oh, I'm sure like when I was just like a younger person at some point and I didn't sort of like understand why it was right to do it. I probably abandoned it once or twice, because I was being lazy. So I'm sure I have.
I'll just throw this lightning question out to both of my co-hosts, Biggie Poppins, Huda. Sirs, have you returned the shopping cart?
Of course I return the shopping cart, Q. What am I? But I don't do it for these altruistic reasons.
Sir, turn your camera. Turn yourself into the shot.
I don't even know if he's looking at the screen. Like, I don't.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Now you got it.
I return this thing, but not for the altruistic reasons that you're mentioning. It's because I get the chance to skate with that shit one more time before I let it go.
Wow.
That's the important part. Do you enjoy yourself when you're pushing around that fucking thing? Or are you just like moping around?
All right. The only co-host up here that has not answered this question, Huda.
I said I do.
Huda.
No, Biggie. I do. By the way, I wasn't expecting that answer. That was actually incredible. I feel that so hard. Yeah, I've never, like literally never not returned the shopping cart. I agree. I think you're a fucking animal if you don't. I think there is something wrong with you. I want nothing to do with a person like that. And I mean that. If you're somebody who, I'm not going to go further. Yeah. I do think, yeah. Fuck it.
DP's in the audience saying, sounds like someone tried to be fake deep. The shopping cart could also be a dropped wallet, etc. Dropped wallet's a great example, although there's a little bit more incentive not to return that one. Yeah, it looks like everybody's saying the same thing. Jack's Hideaway, same with re-racking the weights. Cats Fanatic saying, loving the Biggie Beach vibes today, OVOT. Don't be putting 100-pound dumbbells in the 45s, please. And Chody saying, always return the cart in any abandoned ones near my vehicle.
There's a lot of similarities between like the shared resources at a grocery cart and like shared resources at a gym and how you sort of treat those things. And there's a lot of people that have horrible gym etiquette. I will say that. That's for sure.
All right, I just had to get that out of the way early. I knew everyone up here was going to answer yes. We had, it's like a confirmation.
What was your answer? I don't think you.
Oh, that's true. No, I don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, I return it every single time. Okay, I return it every single time. Mostly because when I was younger, I was actually that guy that had to like go out there. That was like my job in high school was like to go out there and rack the carts.
I have a question. When you go and return them, right? Like they're all usually piled up in this line, right? And you go up there. Do you like try to push it from far away hard enough so that it can penetrate and go inside, right?
That's a fear of mine.
Gamify the experience. Yeah.
Fear of mine is like throwing the cart and then it somehow veering and just nailing the car that parked next to it.
Do you clean up the ones right around, right, that are not pushed all the way in, so it's a nice tight line?
That's
right?
a little bit much. That's okay. Okay.
Just
wow.
Mother Q, I'm coming from the same place as you. That was my first job too, and so I respect the grocery cart guys.
All right. So thank God we got that out of the way. It looks like we're all aligned here. Everyone in the community is aligned, as we like to say here. We got a ton to cover here on NFT Live. We're going to go for about an hour here. Thank you guys for tuning in early. I'm going to do my best to share it on socials if you guys want to do that. If you're over there on X watching, leave that repost. We appreciate you guys. Leave that like. Also, YouTube, either live or afterwards. We see you. All right, Gift Ed, disclaimer, sir, and then we're going to jump right into some Magic Eden announcements.
All right. Look, it's Friday. It's been a heck of a week. Hell of a week, I know. But we have to remind everybody one last time that this is not financial advice. And, we have a saying here, thou shalt not speckle. That's just shorthand. That's a Cubanism, as we would call it, for don't speculate, which of course we're all going to do anyway. But at least don't take anything that we're saying here on this show as financial advice when you are doing your speckling. Okay, that's the most important thing. We're just a bunch of numbskulls. We're just having fun talking about cool shit on the internet. We're out on the beach just like talking that shit. Remember that. We're not financial advisors. All right. We said it.
All right. I'm jumping into the first news of the day. This is Magic Eden related, although this is not going to be about the OG points. This is the co-founder of Magic Eden. And you know how much we love Say here on the channel. Mm-hmm. This is the co-founder this morning, 4:04 in the morning. Who out of my followers are using Say Network? Tell me what is happening there. This seems like a foregone conclusion at this point. I've seen like 4 or 5 team members talk about Say. Some of them, I don't know if they're rocking Say at PFPs particularly, but I know that they've been talking about it. It feels like a conclusion that they're going to eventually be adding Say Network. I would say at least maybe early this year.
I just have one question. Will we be retroactively compensated in diamonds for our contributions early on in this network? If not, I do not want anything to do with you, Magic Eden.
You're such a mercenary,
free money,
Poppins. You're such
Give
a
us
mercenary.
all free money.
Here's how I want to. I want to ask.
This lifestyle has a cost.
Sitting outside.
Easy. True. Who can podcast at the beach in a private? Look, you know how much I paid to not have any vendors inside here? And believe me, they're like over there.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of Say was paid there. I want to frame this question to you guys here, because Magic Eden coming in potentially, like, let's even say they get like some type of integration worked out by May, right? Maybe even July or something like that. What does that do to native marketplaces? Like, I'm interested in this dynamic between like a growing eco. There's Palette. There's new ecosystems. Huda, you guys have been covering like multi-chain, cross-chain analytics for a while. When you have a situation where Magic Eden, Blur, OpenSea are now have access to a Say network. What does that do to Pallet, Market Exchange, Quick Swap, or whatever the hell, Quick Market? What do you think?
Yeah, we don't have a big enough user base where they can all survive. I mean, you see exactly what we saw happen to OpenSea, which is unfortunate, but it's also necessary. We need the best to grow and survive. That could sound awful in a way, but to some degree, it's true. We need these products to grow and grow quickly and be excellent, and this does force that. So then it's on the other marketplaces to step up and kind of get with the times, get better, one up them. So this is always great for traders and collectors. It is very tricky if you're a builder and you thought you had something that was pretty excellent. You were first out of the gate, but you may not be around long, right? So it's not great for other platforms. I can say that.
This is Huda's very nice way of saying that there's no such thing as farmers markets in exchanges, in decentralized exchanges and shit like that. They just don't survive, right? We know how this plays out when big boys come in.
So can they do anything?
Who's
Like, can Pallet do any? Like, can
they've got to find ways to compete, and that's what it comes down to, right? It's just competition, and it's not easy. To your point,
it's so tricky.
Some kind of loyalty, right, Huda?
Yeah, you have to. You really have to do something special that traders value. More than just being first. It's like we talk about this all the time. Being first is a meme. It's not enough to just be first. You got to be something special, and you got to in a way probably be innovative. I don't always love that the big guy can come and muscle other people out, right? Like that never feels good either, but that is the nature of how things work, and I think we just might see that play out again.
There's a good discussion happening in chat. DP saying, I'll say this, I don't want anyone building another launchpad or marketplace on Say. Build cooler shit, be creative. Go ahead, Give.
Well, just remember, Magic Eden didn't come in as a big boy. Magic Eden was like a small startup competitor to the other marketplaces, and then has found a way to make itself meaningful to the community. So I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's just like what any of them have to do, really. They have to figure out how do they create something that's differentiated, innovates quickly, iterates quickly, and then builds that loyalty and the community aspect of it.
Right? Magic Eden also has enjoyed like being the underdog to OpenSea. It leaned into that. It embraced it. It listened to the complaints of people that were not happy with OpenSea and reacted, and has been surfing that wave since. And so far, it's doing great. I don't have, unfortunately, still. I don't know how you guys feel about like a loyalty to Magic Eden. I very much welcome opportunity, and competition from the Say network, and I'm not dismissing the people that are building here at all. Like just go over to Solana and see how that's played out over there, right? With Tensor and Madlats, like they've definitely been able to cement their place in that ecosystem. So you do have to be nimble, but you also have to be a shark, man. No farmers markets. Sorry.
All right. Jack Side was saying right now they are literally farmers markets. Give me the loot, Ayo, gang, and there's a lot of points.
I've never been to any of those. That explains it.
Points. All right. I'm over here sharing us on X. That is probably my favorite saying. I'm over here sharing us over on X. So we're watching ourselves watch you a million times over on the loop. If you guys could help, share out that, I'll drop it in chat here in just a moment. A couple other things that I want to get to right up front. One of the biggest winners of the days, guys, is Uniswap. Big old green candle.
Hell yes.
Big. I mean, I haven't seen Uniswap up over $10 in God near 2 years. I would love to max out this chart. 2022. So April 2022. So almost 2 years since Uniswap has been above $10. The reasoning for that is going to be this proposal. UF governance lead. This is passed, by the way. Just posted a proposal to upgrade Uniswap protocol's governance system. Specifically, this upgrade would reward uni holders who have staked and delegated their tokens I think we dive in further. Essentially, holders and delegators are going to get a percentage of marketplace fees. That is something that hasn't existed for a long time. It's something that people have asked for, by the way, for a long time. Uniswap is one of the largest decentralized exchanges. They very early on, I think, had the Web3 darling feel. They're kind of in they didn't go as far as OpenSea, but they ended up taking a lot of money from VCs. They didn't go the whole we're going to return fees to holders, all this stuff. But it seems now, just today, that might be changing.
Common theme: you reward people, and people like it. It's like kind of that simple. So like that's an interesting point though about VC backed, kind of projects or companies suddenly transitioning to much more Web3, like really integrating that ethos. And I can tell you there's a lot more of that going on with plenty of other people too behind the scenes. So it's gonna be a really fun time here, I think, coming up. And we've started seeing it now already. Again, all these airdrops and rewards and claims and all that stuff. Again, it works. Can you sustain, that momentum you get from it? The ones that have a real product that are truly building, they can and will.
Biggie, Gifted.
Thinking.
I'm just already like overwhelmed with trying to keep up with things. Like I feel like I'm already missing out on so many different opportunities and airdrops. So I don't know if y'all tried like the bankless airdrop program they have, or if y'all have any recommendations for like ways to keep up with it all. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you just said yesterday, there was that arcade airdrop that Bitcoin Puppets could have gotten. So, it's just like things like that. All these little airdrops even are probably just like falling through the cracks already. So yeah. I don't know. That's how I feel.
You have to be fine with that, GIF. Like at some point you just need to accept that you're gonna miss some stuff, right? Like not everybody's gonna get the Jito airdrop. I'm sorry, but you can do certain things to I don't know, man. I think when you have these instances, really like think back at least a decade before this in your life and how ridiculous it sounds that for trying out a product you all of a sudden are rewarded with this amount of money. That's already a win. Like, and for some reason, like a lot of people have become like almost feel like entitled to it, right? Like when it's really it's a really nice reward. It's a way to kind of like incite loyalty. And I think like it's fine. Like if you're really into the tech and you want to go explore certain things or what have you, like by all means go for it, right? Like it shouldn't be your main activity, right? Chasing all these little actions and clicking all these little buttons and exposing yourself to possible like risk as well in hopes of a future thing that might or might not be worth anything, right? Like you need to understand that there are people that are coming here and creating these ecosystems with like token incentivized, loyalty structures, and it's great. Like, but there's also people that are really good at fucking that shit up, and we've seen it happen time and time again. So in my opinion, it's like, I don't know. I try not to fall in too much in love with chasing all these little opportunities. If they come to me because I ended up exploring something or I had 15, 20 minutes time one day, great. But if I don't and I miss it, then you have to be okay with that. Because man, if not, you're going to be jacked into the fucking computer 24/7.
Yeah,
I need people to do that.
I'll mention two folks here. One, Kagi seems to, like I mentioned earlier this week, seems to find the projects that know how to play the degen game. So part of like spreading yourself really thin is hitting on some of these airdrops that aren't $30 and $20. You're like, that's a complete waste of my fucking time. So picking the right ones. Kagi seems to be really good at that. The other thing I'll say here is Marty picking Blast. You can obviously see that Pac-Man knows how to play the game. Obviously, Blast, I think, is going to be super successful at rewarding the people that are on that. The question with Blast isn't whether they know how to do it. Is it whether they can distribute that amount of tokens to that amount of people? I mean, there are billions of dollars locked up on that protocol. It's like, are you going to be able to get enough? Who knows? So, all right, I'm moving on here. So Uniswap over $10, sitting at 1071, of 41% on the day. Tyler as well. is going to be there. He's saying Uniswap up 40, rewarding token holders going live soon. We had some other pieces. I mean, Persona was a mint that did extremely well, everything considered, in this market right now. Obviously, Magic Eden is doing the OG points. Do we have any thoughts from you guys on the Magic Eden OG rewards? I know we touched on it as it went live yesterday. It was like at the back half of the episode, but any thoughts on this OG reward announcement from what did you guys call it? A something vampire?
Vampire turnip. I think it's a vampire turnip. Yep. No, that's great. If it's live, that means I can go check that out after the show. That's exciting. Hopefully, they got some points.
It's not live yet.
Unless you're like really transacting a ton in this platform, like really, you guys are like so excited. Like to me, it's like there's so many unknowns that I'm cool with it. I think it's great. It's like bring it, surprise and delight me, right? But you know, I do see this like attempt with the marketing and everything to get you to really, you know, click, and I'm not excited. It's diamonds, it's points, and I don't know the multiples. I don't know how it plays out. It's great that they're doing like some retroactive, you know, considerations for certain chains, but to me, it's all like the proof will be in the pudding. Like once we are delivered upon this great holy land that they're touting, like then I can judge. Until then, like I don't know, man. I seem to be immune to these marketing ploys, and thankfully so.
Yeah, I mean, it is fluff. It is fluff for right now. You can't really have a firm opinion on it one way or another. And then as you have more projects that do this same kind of marketing, the teasing of points and rewards. And then, you know, the airdrop, the claim, whatever comes out and it fails to really deliver, right? People don't feel like it was worth their while. It diminishes every time that happens in the future for everyone else. So, like I'm mostly with you there, Biggie. I love the words. They don't mean a whole heck of a lot till we get there. I do like seeing rewarding the OG ETH guys because, you know, we all put in some significant time and resources into early Ethereum shit. So I like and dude, I'll say this: anybody as big as Magic Eden getting into that stuff, I'm always hoping someone's going to recreate that SOS magic. Like like that was such a game changer for me. You know, personally, I know so many other traders. Somebody else makes that happen, man, and it's just very exciting, the prospect of it.
Yeah, well, give me the lose saying Magic Eden rewards will be low since everyone's getting them. Usually, how airdrops go. So to your point, if it's sort of like ubiquitous, it's hard to.
And we had this, like all these companies are like experimenting with this, right? GIF, like we're seeing it with Starknet right now, right? Like Starknet was one that was, you know, highly anticipated. Many people thought they would qualify. It turned out that the requirements were like super apparently hard to obtain or to qualify for this thing, and the community pushed back and it got a little spicy. I gotta say, respect to Starknet. I really liked how they were very bold about it. Standing behind
Biggie, let's touch on this story like right after this. I want to dedicate maybe 5 minutes to it, but GIF, last thoughts on Magic Eden?
Well, no, it's about Starknet, so if you want to come back to it.
Okay, yeah, we can come back to it. Real quick, I thought I had 2 updates. Maybe I just have 1. Oh, okay, yeah, I did. Huda, I want your take here on Pandora, but before I do so, look, I just have to cover it because, like, again, it was a call that we made when it was a much lower token price. I know it ruffles feathers every time, but this Trump token is now at $4. So yeah, that's my take every time I see it. There's the journey it's been on. Mike Finch making the call around. I think he pulled the trigger on 80 cents, but we saw it around 130, 140. I think on a pullback, you almost have. I mean, shit. Like as far as this flip here, you almost have to. I don't want to be. I don't want to be left behind because this thing looks like it's not stopping.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, good call, Mike Finch, on that one. Crossing $4 there. But I also had another token as well here called Pandora. So Pandora's obviously had an interesting journey. Huda, what's the update on the Pandora token?
Well, so I don't know a ton about it. I guess I would know more than most people who know nothing about it, right? So yeah, this is that ERC 404. collection. It's generative art. It is. Oh, this is Pandora. I'm sorry, I was thinking of Palette. Yeah. So this is the Pandora 404 collection, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry about that.
You're good.
I know even less about them, to be honest. Just that they have all of a sudden regained their top spot on the leaderboard. I don't know. I don't know what motivates people to trade this per se, other than I do think they're building out an ecosystem, right? Maybe they're like the Wii Bump of ERC 404s, you know, that they're a launch pad in a way. There's
Love
something
Launchpad.
there. Yeah. That's all I know about it, is the promise of maybe more utility through them.
Did you have any update on Palette? I did have them that token up there. PLT looks like it came out of the gates like they do, right? Kind of coming out hot, up to about $2,100. It's currently sitting at $894.
Yeah, the only update is they have begun to host maybe a reoccurring spaces, which is great. I don't know. It's an art project, and I just wonder how much are they going to focus on the art, and how much are they going to focus on the tech and just straight up DeFi? Do they want people just trading this coin, like a DeFi degen, or do they want art appreciators, or do they want to have both and really play with those dynamics? There's a lot of potential here for it to get exciting still.
All right, I know you do those 5-minute updates as well in the morning. I'll try to link that here and bring it up. I also have 2 updates that I can look at here from Crypto Slam as well. This is kind of the past 24 hours here across all NFTs.
Did you see me shirtless yesterday?
No, but I'm going to bring that up right now.
It's beautiful. Yesterday's video.
You look fucking fantastic, man. I'm proud to see those gains. Keep it up, King.
What's the Flow and Binance thing here? Also, if you want to, I'm going to bring up the you shirtless, I guess, because I need to see these gains.
So the Flow and Binance thing. Let me see. Where is that? I'm missing something.
So Binance is up 137%. And Flow is up 85%.
I think that there's a Binance tie to that Persona project. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's it. And then Flow's just, I'm assuming there's just NBA Top Shot and NFL All Day stuff, because that has suddenly been cooking. It's been probably a month and a half now. Yeah.
I did see this.
Gains, bro.
Wow, bro.
Let's go.
Yep.
I didn't know you had like the hip tat.
Hitting the gym.
People didn't realize what they're working with here, but
dude,
there it is.
Fucking massive.
And then he quickly changes and is ready to go.
Yeah. I can't put on like the voice and shit without the shirt.
Really strong there. Anything else from the past 24 hours, Suda, on like the 5-minute updates that you want us to hit?
It was pretty light for news, and it's stuff we're talking about. NFT Paris was the topic. You know what? I guess G-Host. That's really some shitty news. I hate to hear that. Hate to see it. But yeah, the co-founder of Axie and the Ronin blockchain drained 2 wallets. Drained a lot of money.
How much?
I don't know.
It sounded like via his post. It sounded like a lot.
Yeah, it's look. I am sure it's not everything his. But it's.
Trying to find it.
I think we're talking 7 figures for sure, right? Like it's up there.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know if he put out that amount, so I don't want to. But
yeah. I'll try to find this post.
Jack's Hideaway is saying that for centuries, farming has always been a full-time job, and he's onto something there.
You know what? Some of that's true. Some people just want to put up the minimum amount of effort for these airdrops. It's like, yeah, farming's tough. Farming's a hard job. It's honest work. Come on, guys.
Broken Pluto coming in here saying, my bros from other 3-0 foes. Been a while. All right, what's up?
Just in case he mentioned the amount there, 9.5 million.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
So it's like I start thinking, how are 2 wallets compromised? He must have been storing his seed phrases somewhere, like an email or something, or Google Drive, something like that.
That's brutal.
Yep. Now a guy like that, he'll make it back. He will.
Oh, wow.
But it's a huge bag. I know people, and I think we all do, but who lost even more than that with the FTX stuff. It is scary how quickly things can change.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
shitty.
Yep.
And Axie does extremely well. Again, I think you're right, Huda, in saying that he'll be back, but damn, we talk about generational wealth. That's generational wealth. That is like your son's money.
Yep.
Wow.
Tell you this, he was,
Or-
like the team had
daughter,
tweeted out earlier this morning that they were in video calls with him. Business as usual. He was his same charming self, which is really cool. It takes a different kind of person. And of course he's in a great position to be able to do that, but still, like, that'll rock you. Also got to mention too, and I think people are aware, but the Solana blockchain crossed $5 billion in all-time sales. So that was a pretty big milestone for them. And man, yeah, Solana just feels special.
Definitely mainstay, regardless of how the
Unbothered, unencumbered,
moisturized.
Oh yeah.
Creamed.
I'm trying to find. I did a podcast with Jiho all the way back in the day. I'm talking. Oh, here it is. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Dude.
Let's see if we can. This is gonna be a hilarious thing to watch.
Wow.
With the bed in the background. This is 3 years ago, folks. 3+.
Bro.
Yeah, that
Wow.
2021 roadmap he's talking about here.
Wow.
For using our products.
Yeah, shout out to Jiho's, man. He'll be back. Yeah, a homie for sure. Damn.
Yep.
I did not know it was that much. Holy
Did
shit.
you invite him for a snuggle afterwards? Did you take him back to that bed? It looks like you're making an invite there, bro. It's weird.
Lord.
Just like
Is it just me or
He's from
You know
California, folks.
where this
like,
is going?
has this show gotten more weird the past like
doesn't
week?
It
take
has. It
Yeah.
has gotten more weird.
Yeah, I haven't really
It's good, by the
caffeinated
way.
properly. Sorry.
Just in case saying, wow, that 3 years has taken some toll.
Yeah, no joke.
All right, I'll see y'all later. I'm
He's
out.
looking a decade older.
No, I gotta
Uh,
say the whole
that-
panel here is beautiful.
That is like 20 to 30 years in crypto years, you know.
It is, man. That's why we were talking about. We were saying like 10 years down the road, if like just every single day, like, oh, what am I gonna look like then? Justin Casey, I don't know.
Am I the oldest here? I
I don't know.
if I think it's me. I'm 43.
He's like, no comment.
Biggie, you got me beat. Okay.
He's got him beat. Real quick, an update from Pallet 2 minutes ago on the save front, and then let's jump into what happened with Starknet. Pallet Exchange saying 404. You say the first CW 404 standard now live on Pallet.
Wow.
This is odd because we've had multiple 404 projects already launch. Are they saying that there's some sort of official standard they're playing off of? Floor
There have
price is
been
150.
other 404s on
Yeah,
on
BPEX,
Choina was
BPEX, and
just
Chick-A.
asking. Choina was just asking what is colors on palette.
Oh wow, yeah, he must just be scrolling X while watching. Yeah, because I was scrolling as well, and this is the post from Pallet. Huh?
Interesting.
Say colors. What the fuck?
Wait, so are they just colored squares?
I don't know.
Seems it.
Uh,
I thought that was pixels, but this is BPEX then?
No, this is not BPEX. That's what I'm saying.
this
Colors
is-
say
Oh, okay.
is the first 404 standard. Yeah, I don't know. That needs to be confirmed, I think.
Because again, you're saying there have been 404s already on Say.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Is there a DeFi platform? Is that what like Nut Market is?
No, Nut Market I think is trying to compete on the NFT front a little
Okay.
bit. The if you're looking for like a Uniswap of Say, it's going to be Astroport.fi, and there's a couple other staking platforms. So Huda, maybe post episode we can. I'll send you some links here if you're looking for any answers on that front.
Yep.
All right, Starknet. We had a pushback in the community. We were just getting into it, but I wanted to finish out that segment. What's going on with Starknet, Biggie Poppins? What did the community say F you to?
Well, first of all, I think they got salty because many did not qualify. Like, I do think their requirements were pretty steep. I don't know. I didn't check them. I do know I did have some wallets that qualified, but
wasn't like my question is, don't they share what the qualification expectations are? And if
no,
not, that's
sometimes
weird.
many times they do it after the fact, gift, so that people precisely that, like, they don't know what it is that they want to, incentivize. If not, it just turns into like plain old direct farming. And like, just in case he was bringing up right now, apparently like Scroll just took down their Glax missions because of community pushback as well. I don't know. It's a strange environment to be in, honestly. Like, I don't actively participate in like the conversations, but from what I understand, like, yeah, like it's gotten a little bit ugly in a couple of circumstances, like in case in point, Starknet and apparently Scroll. I don't know, man. Like, I do think that like feeling entitled to these things is not, I don't know, it's a dangerous mind frame to ever be in, and I do think like some people that have been here for some time or maybe dedicated a lot of time and resources to this, like somehow feel like they're within their right to like be showered upon with this stuff. And I don't know, like I don't know, somewhere in the middle. Like, I understand, like, you're running a node, you're actually like stress testing the system or looking for bugs and all of that. You should 100% be rewarded for that, right? And even like some level of farming, like I do like the Glax campaign sometimes, because I do get to try out like new products that are in the beta, right? Like a new exchange or what have you. And like a slight reward is always welcome. Great. I'm not like demanding it, or getting angry if I don't get it or expecting it. That's the wrong fucking mindset to be in, folks. And I think like some people out there really do feel like that's their livelihood or something. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah, people are gonna complain if they don't receive the 10K airdrop at the end of the
like
day.
These guys, remember, like these tokenomic like ecosystems that they're trying to design, like they're fairly intricate and sometimes with unique particular fucking functionalities that can only be applied with this tech. And so like it's very much live experimentation, like we've talked about it many times here on the show, that it's like setting up Jengas, right? Like, and you gotta be a fucking Jenga mega Superboy architect to have these things hold up over time, and so they are also trying to be very deliberate about how and who they allocate these tokens to, right? Before that market just turns around and fucking dumps it too. Like they'd also like to have a shot at proving themselves. They've been working on this tech for a while. It's kind of unfair that like all of a sudden you like a bunch of people farmed it and then just go turn around and fucking dump it. So I don't know. It's a delicate ecosystem. I just say like, like have some consideration for all parties involved.
Here's the combo that I appreciate you bringing that up on the farming spot too, because that's a combo we've been having with Reach. It's the combo we've been having with all of these like what's the word I'm using, like engagement farming applications. Because just in case he's saying Galaxy campaigns are sweatshops, and so like where's the line of quality to just output? There's a very fine balance, and I don't know where the right answer is.
This is true. I think there's something to be said there about I'm gonna say it again, and community, loyalty, and I'm sorry, like let's look at fucking Starbucks, right? Can we look at Starbucks? Can we?
I don't know.
No, honestly, like there is a way to incentivize a certain level of loyalty, right? And branding and community, and like I suppose that's it, but you can't fake that. There's no shortcuts. There's no growth hacks to really achieving that. It takes time. I think everybody in this fucking room knows that. Like, like you can bot it, you can try to fake it for a while, you'll fucking find out eventually, like you'll run out of steam. Like you actually have to engage and like want these people to say, no man, I want to shop at fucking Costco instead of Walmart or whatever. It's the same thing. I mean, maybe like designing something like that, obviously with the incentives, but it's not easy. I do think like a lot of these companies sometimes also just go so direct with the Glax thing, they disregard actually engaging, right? Like maybe out facing, they'll say, oh, we're all about the space and we're here to engage and do these things, but it's not. It's about the other stuff. And when they dump on them, they turn around and whine and are like, oh, we were betrayed by the community. No, you weren't. You just never really engaged. There was no fucking relationship here whatsoever. It was a business transaction.
Yeah, it's crazy how just like communication can solve a lot of these things. We had the council on today on Say What, and the people came up after council has had kind of a botched mint. They kind of had some situation. They had to change the mint price, all that stuff. Well, the community members came up on stage. They're like, we were kind of voicing this prior to the mint, but you guys like didn't want to take our thoughts seriously. But again, it comes down to like 2020 vision a lot of times. So Broken Pluto saying Stash be streaming Cypher later. Do yourself a huge favor and check out the game and tell me the new bar hasn't arrived. I've always appreciated Play Cypher over there. And Jack's Hideaway saying, look at all the crazy facial hair on this panel now. Just hair everywhere.
All of us have mullets. We're all hiding mullets except Huda. He can't really hide his. It's so glorious. The glory is inevitable. Can't be stopped.
I can't wait till you see what's coming next.
I'm thinking rainbow mullet.
Just bald.
The rainbow shit doesn't. I do that on the news. I go full bald there, but
you could go like Aryan. You could go full Aryan. Bald, tattoos.
Yeah.
Just on the head.
Yeah. Well, could almost pull that look off, but no, I did. Rainbow doesn't show because the green screen. It looks awful. I tried wearing a unicorn onesie on, and it didn't work.
Yeah. Also, Troin is pointing out, I think it's pronounced galaxy, but like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Who said anything else?
I don't know. We were saying galaxy or whatever.
Glax or glax.
Glaxy.
Whatever.
Yeah, I think Biggie was calling it Glax. Who cares?
Glask.
It's Friday. I kicked off Friday early.
Gifted's feeling super critical today, so don't say.
No, I said
who cares? Slip up. Don't slip up. After pointing it out, I could have left.
Troina pointed it out. I'm reading the comments over here.
Highlighting it. You're highlighting it, sir. That comment could have been washed away.
All right.
Dookie Dash Unclogged meets Paris. Looks like there's some updates on the Bored Ape Yacht Club side. Claim a free POAP that will allow you to receive a special edition NFT. Paris Curtis DDU. So I think that's the Dookie Dash interface there. Curtis definitely pulls off the look. So some things happening on the Bored Ape Yacht Club side over in Paris. Obviously, shout out to everyone that is making that trip, as well as ETH Denver here in the coming days. So yeah, good stuff.
Can I ask a question? Because you've played Dookie Dash. I don't know if all of you have played Dookie Dash. Is it actually fun? It is fun, huh?
That's why they're bringing it back. They wouldn't bring it back if it wasn't pretty successful the first time. When Dookie Dash initially did its like 3-week whatever that was, because it was a specific time period. It was a window, where it was like a big tournament. It was basically the most successful Web3 game activation of ever. I mean, other than like a full game like Axie Infinity, maybe, there was nothing else that had ever achieved the level of engagement and interest that it did. It was pretty successful, and a lot of people liked it because it was just a simple, fun arcade where, again, you had the sort of competitive elements with your friends. And one of the coolest things about it was the way that I found the community engaging as groups, right? So like people, like even I had like keys, and I was able to get Q to like help me out with getting a little bit higher score. So the way that people kind of like worked together to try and get higher scores and play it and whatever, I don't know, I thought it was really well done.
Yeah, that's cool. I wasn't sure how many of the numbers was just pure people farming, trying to like climb the leaderboard, and how much was people coming back because it was just fun. So that's cool to hear.
I think when you talk about Web3 gaming, Huda, there's this like interesting recipe where if you actually get it right, that's the superpower. But like if you go a little bit over, it's like too garlicky. Or if you don't go enough, it's like kind of bland. And like what Dookie Dash was this amazing recipe of like a really addictive kind of game. But they mixed in the just amount right of like the asset that you actually own, right? They ended up fucking it all up with heavy metal, but they basically your performance got you into the next game, right? So if you performed a little bit better, now you have some cool things that, this all is leading to the other side, which again, they jumbled completely. But really, dude, it was the first time at a large scale that, I don't know if you've seen Ready Player One with the key race.
Oh yeah.
That was the first. Dude, I still will believe this to this day. Like that was the first time that we've had actually a Web3 example of that being played out.
That's
it was
very
people
cool.
all across X getting in the sewers, trying to race for this thing, and
that
you eventually own the asset.
That key went for like $1.6 million or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wild.
and
Just think out 10 years from now when, like the Web3 gaming does become what we know it's going to become, but where those kind of things become a little more regular, those type of rewards and events. And man, it is so exciting.
And here comes the boy who cried Yuga saying people were trying to win 1 million. That's why I trust and believe that I never thought I would win the number one. Like, you go into that knowing that you are not the number one gamer. There's going to be a cohort of like 50 to 100 people that are just insane at the game. I was playing to get the other assets too, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just because the game was awesome, and it's not just because of the reward. But Marty likes to work in black and white, so he'll say there's a reward, so that's why people are playing it. It's like, no, there's a very, very big balance here that they perfected, and that's what got people to play in the loop.
But Marty, your thought was my thought. I mean, that's what I had assumed, but I just keep reading more and more that the game is fun. People say it's fun, and I'm surprised now a year later anybody would say it's fun if it wasn't. So glad to hear your guys' feedback on it.
Yeah. Cool. There was also an integration for the first time we've seen it at scale in ApeCoin, right? Because you could boost. So if you wanted to get the high score, you needed to pay some ApeCoin. It wasn't an absorbent amount, but people like dripped out ApeCoin, and it was a sink for a little while.
Did you guys see that the Avalanche chain, C chain, is maybe down?
I saw that earlier. It can't still be down.
I just saw the story now, so maybe it's not.
Yeah, let me see if I can find that.
Interesting.
There it is. Okay, so Kalio's actually talking about this. The AVAX C chain decided it wanted to take a break this morning and hasn't produced a block in nearly 40 minutes. Devs might have realized how bullish downtime was for Solana in the past and decided to experiment.
Yeah, and they're gonna fire the CEO tomorrow for sure. They're figuring out the secret. You basically do the opposite of what should be done, and that's how Web3 works. That's how floor prices work.
Sentiment all day. Degen math. All right, guys. I mean, I didn't really have much today. It was kind of a silent day. I know there was that mint. What I'm losing it now. Persona.
Mm-hmm.
Did we have any updates on Persona?
I watched this one from the beginning, looked at the website 5 different times, and then didn't do anything about it. So
I heard the whitelist was hard to get on though for this.
Yeah, you had to grind it out. It was a grind.
But it was how many whitelists? Do you remember, Huda? I want to say it was very few. Like the majority went off to bidding. I tracked it. I mean, it's really beautiful. It looks, the branding's great.
This isn't Jonah's project, is it?
No? What?
Is this Jonah's project?
So. No, because this is, again, I think this is related to an existing IP that like has a game and like anime.
Oh, beautiful. This is what this was the art Cam Taylor was showing us, and then I was just like, man, it's tough to build out. Obviously, they have a whole full studio working on these illustrations, but it seems like it, the amount of illustrations. Sheesh. Thoughts?
I think it looks cool. I think they've got the right. I think they got the right narrative around them too, and the right people interested in it. Like I saw NFT Stats asking for some details, and the reply I saw to his tweet all sounded good, right? Like this doesn't sound like a throwaway project, which is cool.
No, I mean,
I want to dig into.
Dude, just looking at the quality of their user interface here, the design work, the illustration. I mean, whoever, like maybe they must have some kind of studio behind it. I don't know if it's like they own a studio or they just have a great studio relationship. Yeah, not sure what the deal is with the team there, but there's obviously a lot of effort. Like this is a very high effort project launch for sure. And then again, I know because I was watching the campaign pretty early on that the campaign was pretty robust. They put a lot of time and effort into the launch. So yeah, this is a serious project. That's the basis.
Give me the loot saying Ohio has better. Oh, hopefully I'm saying that right. Ohio has better art than Persona and Azuki. So I can pull that up here in just a second. Also, just in case, saying block finalization stalled on Avalanche's C chain due to a bug with new inscriptions launched on the layer 1 network. Fucking
inscriptions clogging up the networks, man. It's interesting.
All right, let's see Ohio here. Do you know about this project, Biggie?
Yeah, I've been tracking it, and I followed along with the campaign. In the end, I got gun shy, and I didn't follow through, and I didn't mint it. Just trying to be more selective, but it's beautiful. It looks great. I hope they do. I hope they do well. I did see like some last minute FUD on it. I know there was like a pal that was looking to mint it, and it was kind of like second guessing himself. I don't know if he fired after all.
I have a tough time with I don't know if their attempt is to be PFP related, but if you're full half turn, it's tough.
Yeah. Can you click in on one or two of these? Can you just like tap in on one or two so you can see what they look like? Yeah, I mean, this is insane detail.
Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't love the half turn or the fact that they have like that really again, I forget the word for
what do you think about the puppy?
I love that.
Oh, that's a cool looking wolf, but like I don't love the way that they all like the humans look so much like a cat. You know, they have that thing with the nose or whatever. So it's a very specific sort of style, but the quality of it and the detail is absolutely insane. Like that hair, dude, just the hair itself is like crazy. Like,
I don't want to FOMO into one of these, but I really, really want to.
Yeah.
How much? What's the floor on these?
It's almost half an ETH, like 0.46. Yeah.
Wait, no. What?
Yeah.
No, I'm seeing no. I think we're talking about two different projects, Huda.
Wait, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at Ohio.
Oh, dude, I thought Ohio was like the team behind Persona. Okay.
Oh, no. Somebody was saying Ohio has better artwork, which is why we jumped over to this.
Dude, those are amazing.
Yeah.
Give me the mute.
What is the floor on this though? You're saying this is
0.03.
0.03. Oh wow.
Those are awesome. Is
Well,
this a
yes.
newer collection?
I feel like we're talking ourselves in there. We gotta wait. Don't mid live. Too much energy.
my busting out his wallet.
Inner Mr. Live Mint is itching right now. I haven't minted in days.
I haven't been revealed yet. Okay.
Persona's unrevealed. It looks like.
Yeah.
You all know. Has there ever been a post reveal pump in the history of NFTs?
Yes.
That's a good question.
Yes.
Wow,
Let me think.
Buddha, wow. I cannot wait. Can we guess? Do you know it? Don't say it before you know it. Do you know it?
I'm thinking, but
Okay.
there have absolutely been post reveal pumps and they're always shocking because they don't happen much.
Oh, I remember one.
Can you give us a hint? I'd love this. We got like 10 more minutes. Can you give us a hint?
All right. It's gonna be easy. Generative artist that made a PFP about a ball game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Boys of Summer.
Yeah.
Boys of Summer had a post reveal.
Holy shit. Yeah. It was short lived, but it fucking
Zero the Hero saying Persona reveals in 2 to 3 weeks.
Wow.
I don't like it. You can't sustain expectations.
They've been doing this very long drawn out launch. Like they've done it. I mean, apparently it's working for them. If it's going as well as people are saying, like,
yeah, I just don't like the extending that runway, because then people just fill that unless they have some really fucking cool stuff to add in those 2 weeks. It's just people.
They might not even have all the art finished. They might still be finishing the art, you know?
Yeah.
But here's the thing. I would always rather a project take their time with a rollout than botch the rollout and like deliver a phenomenal product and all that, you know? So obviously, yeah, there's a limit to like how long it takes, you know, but I would much rather them take their time and do it well.
So Cat's Fanatic saying Azuki pumped post reveal. So is this the pump you're mentioning here, sir? Looks like it. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. When you go that far back, we need like dates on when each thing happened. But I'll take your word for it. Did you find the project you were thinking about?
No, and I'm just gonna search one more place. I just remember it stood out when it happened, and it was awesome. But yeah, what it was, man.
Okay, here's another just trivia question here. What's the worst post reveal dump that you've ever seen?
Oh, ooh.
I mean, it's got to be Kevin, right?
I was thinking Ether Avatars when they were all like the same character. Maybe Mechaverse.
Mechaverse is a big one.
Oh, dude, the Lord of the Rings one and the
Oh my
Matrix
God.
one. Oh my God.
Game of Thrones ones, right? Yeah.
The Game of Thrones.
I don't think that one got up to the crazy levels though that like a Mechaverse or maybe a Pixelmon got with Kevin. But yeah, I mean that one obviously the reveal was
God, that was so bad.
That was one of
9 ETH, I think, like 7.
That was one of the most iconically bad reveals, and it hurts because again, like I have a friend who like worked on the project who we had on the show. It was
the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you don't remember that? I had I won't even say who because I don't even know if they want to know. Like people know
They don't want to be associated with that.
Yeah,
That
was
never happened.
It was tragic. It was like literally having to like be honest about like my friend's project, just absolutely shitting the bed. It hurt.
Give me the loot saying Hape. So Hape Prime post reveal FUD was legendary. This is a fun little trivia thing.
Yeah, it is.
Any other trivia questions? I'd love to if you guys have any. We're just kind of chilling up here.
Okay, when we kick off a Friday evening show, we need to have one of these shows that is like a trivia, but like really fun shit like this.
Yeah, tonight.
Oh, I'd be down.
Dude, Gift has got the keys. If y'all want to host it, I can hop in.
So,
but
well, let me say this for this weekend. Something I think we should do or consider, because NFT Paris, and if there's any like really cool breaking stories, we should fire up a show if there's anything cool that's breaking.
You guys got the keys, man. I'll give you the keys to this kingdom here.
Q's not going to take responsibility for anything after this show.
I'm good on. I don't know how you do it, Huda, but 3 shows every single day, hosting 2 of them. I just can't.
Hosting is a very different thing, isn't it? They're draining. They are.
All right. Joey Badaboom is saying literally every Goblin Town deriv was so bad. No one will ever beat Pixelmon, says XNFT. And Choin is saying, let me check my OpenSea hidden folder. Be right back. So we've only seen a couple. Basically what I'm hearing is Azuki. What was the art mention you were talking about? Boys of Summer.
Boys of Summer.
No other post reveal pumps.
I mean, art, it probably happens a little more, but
Yeah.
like PFPs, yeah, it's pretty rare.
Milk, wasn't Milk a post reveal pump?
Yeah, that one was massive.
Yeah.
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 Did Wins do that?
Yeah.
Did it?
It must have. I mean, it went to like.
But I think it actually went down a little after
Okay.
reveal
Yeah.
because everybody started immediately looking for like the more rare traits and blah blah blah.
Fair enough. There's definitely a window where plenty of them pump right after, and then within hours or a day or two, they're well down. Yeah, I'll have to do some thinking. We should bring this topic back though sometime and like really, really get into it. Like do a little research, bring back some projects that we've probably long forgotten about, but would be really fun to go back over them.
Bringing back the dead, we can call
Yes.
the episode.
Yes.
Bringing back the
Hell
dead.
yeah.
Valeria revealed their game actually on phone or on iPhone in Paris. That has me hyped for the next couple of months. Maybe phone. I don't know if it's Android or iPhone. But
Yeah. Very cool.
all right. I think I'm pretty much done. The only other thing I really did have was I posted that I bought some FUD Foxes because the Alive 1111 is over on Say is partnering with them for a free airdrop, I believe, First of all, the hilariousness that they're going with, like the guy hopped up on stage and was like starting to like FUD them. I initially thought he was like talking shit about the team. He's like, the team's a fucking ruggers, like all this stuff, and he was rocking a FUD Foxes. So the whole like community kind of gets behind this. I really like that when they do like fun things like this. So you can see I said, yo, I bought him, send him to 0 and all that stuff, like playing into it. But then someone fucking comments and says Alpha is naked, and I'm just like, bro, am I just gonna get fudded on every naked thing ever? Like every project has to have a naked thing to it.
People are trying to get you to take your clothes off, Q.
Nah, dude.
You want to have the holy firmament in your wallet, and that is a naked from every collection. Cappies has a naked.
Oh my god!
I'll be the only guy that doesn't do it. That's I'm staking my thing in the ground right now.
It's a rite of passage, Q. You need to accept it. Say
fully clothed is the alpha.
All of my nakeds.
If you come to say, folks, just so you know, if you ever do venture out into the wild, cross the bridge, and land in the land of say, you at some point will be asked to unrobe yourself, get naked.
Wow. You don't have to.
Yes, you do.
Just say no.
I'm flooring all of. I'm gonna check my wallet real quick. Just give me a second.
Get himself naked.
All right, my bum has to go because it's naked. I'm just making sure I don't have any other naked things because I'm flooring everything. I'm flooring everything. Yeah, no other nakeds, and it will be that way, Biggie Poppins.
For shame. For shame.
I'm gonna floor that wee bum.
Yo, I launched a whitelist raffle on Subber for droppers, so I put that in the chat. If you want to pull that up real quick, I'd love to just show that off at the end. But yeah, I'm giving away a bunch of whitelist spots. Only 111 pieces in this collection. So if you want to try and get in on the allow list, this is a great way. Very simple. It's basically like just follow me on Twitter or whatever, take a quick action over there. But yeah, if we can drop that in the comments, appreciate it. And I just launched this last night, open for a couple days. So there you go. That's one of the best ways besides owning coffins to get in on the droppers mint.
I need the droppers on-chain dinos collab more than I need everything in my life. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I'm talking to Apex about maybe doing some kind of something with them, so we'll see.
A good old roar there for that. All right, folks. Yo, this was a Friday episode, man. Where you can see there's been a lot of energy around the space. So, me personally, I'm like feeling like I need a little bit of a little nap potentially, but it's been fun, man. I honestly think like the amount of larger stories that happened this week could rival anything that we've seen this year, man. Definitely.
Absolutely. Yeah, it was our biggest week.
We've only just begun.
For news. And that, dude, I love the ebbs and flows. Like it comes in bunches, and all of a sudden you can go days, weeks, whatever, with like very little news. So when you make content, sometimes there's like those long dry spells. I appreciate when it's quiet a little bit, right?
100%.
You earn some of that downtime.
Are you going to be going to the Hootenanny?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got the.
We've
only just begun.
Such a good song.
We've only just begun. Yeah, no Hootenanny for me tonight. Probably just the bed. We'll see how we do. That being said, I'll probably send you a photo of me at the bar at midnight. But anyways,
Frontera again.
Yes, I'll see him in concert one of these days. Joey Bada Boom saying, "I think I paid 3 ETH to mint my other deed." Jesus.
Oh my.
Wow. Yeah.
God. Maybe we just never talk about the other deed mint ever again. Maybe just we agree.
The fact that him mentioning that's gonna get me heated all of a sudden.
I think I paid about what was $4,500 just in gas.
Yeah, the airdrop I received back then that I never sold. If that makes y'all feel any better.
Oh wow, dude,
was a lot, and I never sold. Like
you still holding?
Staked? Oh yeah, I've staked everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
Diamond hands.
It was a lot.
Loyal
So
community member.
Garga, save my bags. Biggie Poppins, Huda, Gifted. I am Nifty Q as well. You guys already know if you've been here supporting the channel for years at this point. We're the longest running NFT show in the game. Appreciate you guys helping support the channel this week. We have seen, across the whole network, we've seen some cool growth. So thank you guys for tuning in, man. Biggie Poppins, I'll start with you and let's go around and get up out of here.
OVOT fam, I hope you have a great weekend. I pray we don't have too many things to miss and FOMO about, and we can just, unshackle ourselves from our screens for, some brief moments of R&R with our friends and loved ones and family. And I'll see you here next Monday. It's going to be good.
Hell yeah.
What is, I'm trying to read the comment here, 2-hour frustration release in Helldiver 2. What is that? What is that?
He's playing Helldiver 2 for 2 hours to decompress.
Oh, got it. Because that's what I'm going to go do, I think, when we're done right here. So I'm looking forward to that, honestly. Okay, let me think here. Tomorrow morning, 8:15 a.m. Eastern time. Going to be live instead of my morning 5-minute updates. The great Biggie Poppins will be there with me, I'm assuming, sir. Henry the Grape will be there as well. So it should be another fun show. Let me think what else. Any breaking news that comes out of NFT Paris, I will be firing up the live stream. You guys, if you want to do that, then feel free and I'll join your show. But otherwise, I'm going to fire up mine and we'll talk about all the latest happenings. And finally, I'm going to dive into Rune. I am so fucking obsessed. Or Dune, the movie Dune.
Oh, Dune releases this weekend?
It's next weekend, but I saw it for the first time just a few weeks back, and oh my god,
wow, dude.
I love it.
The book is fantastic too.
I bought the book. I got all the audiobooks. Actually, the book should arrive today, so I'm fucking in, man.
Love it.
Anyway, OVOT.
That's it, yo. Check it out. Link for the droppers, allow list giveaways in the chat. That launches on Thursday, 29th. So big week for that. Have a great weekend. Reverberture.